Chapter 9, Ancient Secrets. Jason and Maya canoed down the river to locate noted archaeologist Hans Stroheim. Alan has needed something from him in order to pinpoint the location of the source of the regenerative liquid. Okay, well, before anything else, we're going to save. And we're going to save real quick because we can get ruined in no time. So, we are going to call this Ancient, well, not Ancient, but we'll call it Secrets. Alright, we now can control the raft by pressing up and down. We want to avoid these rocks. Now this game comes from a time when collision detection was new and exciting. So we have to be very careful not to let any part of our ship touch any of these rocks. The front of it, the back of it, no part whatsoever. Because if we do, that's game over. Also, if we go the wrong way, that's game over. But the villagers told us the directions we want to take. First was left, being Jason's left, and then we're going to go right. We want to make 2 rights. Alright, can I sneak past these 2 rocks? Alright, quick. I do kind of like the music. The music's pretty nice. But I think the sound effects might be a little too much. Okay, we want to make another right. Now, I would say, thankfully, these rocks don't trick you up too much. You usually get enough time to see them ahead of you to adjust. Now remember, we want to go right here. Ooh, that was close. Because, yeah, like I said, even if the back of your canoe hits a rock, you crash and you sink. Okay, now we want to go left. Okay, let's be careful. Alright, we made it. Well, rather we made all our turns. We still have to keep canoeing a little bit, so we want to be careful of these rocks. And there are still plenty of them. Jason checks the map and realizes they must be very close to Stroheim. Then, up ahead in a small clearing, they see several huts. Jason guides the canoe to the river bank, and they follow a well-worn path to the largest hut near the middle of the settlement. Inside is a ghost of a man who sits in a wheelchair. This man is none other than Hans Stroheim.
Who are you? What do you want?
Alright. My name is Jason Roberts. My name is Jason Roberts. My brother, Alan, was to meet with you. He's been killed. That's very unfortunate for both of us. I was only interested in talking to Alan. I have nothing to say to you. Good day. Alright, now Hans is a jerk. You can try talking to him, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Actually, where it gets you is game over. What he wants is the compass and the map from our brother. So we're just going to give it to him right here and right now. That is fine, but it's only part of what I need. The map and the compass you have given me are what I needed. But now you must do something more for me before I will tell you anything. Several years ago, your brother came into possession of this ancient Spanish compass that had engraved upon it the location that tied to my map crucial to my work. It was a property of Diaz Vasquez, or Valquez. Valquez has stolen the emeralds known as the Eyes of the Jaguar from Cortez, and he had escaped to this area in the Amazon. Alan contacted me several months ago and said he would exchange it for information I have on Maldotio. I know much concerning this subject, but I need help finding the emeralds first. Rohan pulls out the map you have given him and places the compass upon it. After a few minutes, he circles an area. So, go to this spot and search the region for the great forest in the trees. The great fortress in the trees. If you find evidence of the emerald, I will help you. I can trust no one else to do this because I know something that no one else could tell you. Well, we gotta wander out and find him his emeralds. Hans Stroheim has shown Jason and Maya the approximate site of the last location of the conquistadors. It takes several days to hack through the thick vegetation and strangling vines. Each day they move closer to Sito Maldito, and always there is the feeling of being watched from a distance. Alright, well, since we are now safe past all that nonsense, I'm going to save. I'm just going to save here in 1. So, you can see up here, there's some sort of structure up in the top of the trees. A large house constructed out of grass and bark sits in the top of the tree. Well, we gotta figure some way to get up there. A large basket is attached to a pulley. Well, that's a good start. Can we climb the tree? The ancient tropical tree has a massive trunk and is topped by a large treehouse. No, it doesn't seem like it. Thick hemp rope is tied to the end of the platform. Okay, now that's something. A thick green vine? A thick parasitic vine has wrapped itself around the tree trunk. The ancient tree is almost dead, covered with a parasitic vine which strangles the tree. A giant dead stump from a long dead tree. A large moss-covered boulder. It is a sturdy wooden plank that has fallen from one of the elevated platforms. Well, maybe Jason can go get that plank. And look at Jason's portrait up here. That is the look of a man who has seen some shit. I mean, look at his eyes. While I'm not quite sure what's going on with Maya's monster mash face over here. We pick up the long wooden plank. Now, the heck are we going to do with this plank? Well, maybe we can use the plank to reach other spots. You move the plank over to the rock. Make sure it's centered, then tilt one end down until it touches the ground. Kind of got a seesaw thing going on over here. Now, since Maya is lighter, she's going to sit at the end of the seesaw. And Jason is going to climb the tree. Well, the stump, rather. I gotta switch to Jason first. You climb to the top of the stump and prepare to catapult your partner into space. And hop. And like the acrobat she is, she's landed with no problem. And these thick vines make it great footholds. The thick vines allow you to get a foothold for easy climbing. Now Maya has climbed to the top of that tree. Now she's going to grab this vine and she's going to Jane of the Jungle it across. You grasp the vine and hope for the best. Jane of the Jungle. I wonder if I should play Jane of the Jungle. Well, Maya is going to shake the rope loose and drop it down to where Jason is waiting. So now Jason can climb up here. But we're going to continue to take advantage of Maya being lighter. And she's going to hang out over by the basket. Now, we don't want to move the rope, we want to climb it. That's right. Use the climb command. You climb the stump and pull yourself up the rope to the platform. I've never been able to do that. I've never been able to climb a rope like that. I haven't tried in years, but I doubt much has changed to make it more likely that I can. Now we are going to pull this pulley up and allow Maya up to the tree hut. Pull as hard as you can on the rope and lift Maya and the basket up to the level of the treehouse. And Maya is just going to walk. Uh-oh.
By the gods!
Well, that is this episode. But when we get together, we'll check out the next exciting chapter.